Hi everyone, I am Mrs. Esther Rani, Assistant Professor of English, Institute of Aeronautical Engineering, Hyderabad. With a continuation of the previous lecture, today I would like to bring before you the effectiveness of speaking skills and body language. What is body language or what is effectiveness of speaking skills? Although you communicate simply by being in the world, everyone, we people, we are in the world to communicate something verbally or non-verbally. We use voice, verbal, we can say that, words, language we use. And at the same time, parallelly, we use body language skills also, which involves learning consciously or unconsciously using your skills to improve. Verbal means the words that we use, language that we use. Body language means facial expressions, a smile, and then gestures, sitting posture, standing postures. All these involves body language. Coming to the definition of effectiveness. Today we are going to discuss about effectiveness of speaking skills, isn't it? So what is effectiveness? Effectiveness refers to the level of quality with which in the work process is carried out that ultimately leads to the higher overall performance. If you are very effective in your speaking skills, that increases your quality of performance. So we can define effectiveness in this way. Always it's a level of quality where it improves the process of carrying over speech, which ultimately leads to the overall performance. We can increase performance levels, higher performance levels, we can say that. And then what is effectiveness in communication? What are the parameters that we have to follow to gain effectiveness in our communication? Yes, many parameters are there, where many strategies are there to show ourselves effectively before the audience. So the first one is ability to inform, persuade, and direct. Ability to inform, persuade, and direct. So this is very important for the communicators. So in our society, managers that we have, educators we have, army leaders we have, lawyers we have, and then professionals we have. So among all those people, they seek to develop their speaking skills to such a level that they are transformed into master communicators. Manager must be a master communicator. Otherwise, it's impossible to run the organization. Educators, military leaders, lawyers, they must master their communications. They must master their communication, speaking levels, hone their speaking levels. Speaking clearly and confidently. So nothing but it's not so tough task. Speaking clearly and confidently can gain the attention of the audience. If you are not confident in your spoken part, you cannot gain the attention of audience. Providing the golden opportunity to the speaker to make the message known. So, standing before the audience is a golden opportunity. Like grabbing the attention of the audience is very important. So, how can you grab the attention of the audience? You must have clarity in voice, confidence in your voice, first of all. Organizing the speech that you are going to present before them. You might be a manager, you might be an educator, you might be military leader, might be a lawyer or a doctor or some other professional. Whoever that you are, you must master your communication skills to grab the attention of other people. So, if you see the picture, a picture that I have given in the slide, The person who is speaking, doing gestures, he has kept his hand like that, to see. So confidently, we can see from backside itself, you see, we can see how confident he is. What sort of clarity that he has in his speech. It's a very important thing, which gives some sort of effectiveness to his speech. If he is confident, if he is clear in his spoken part, that gives effectiveness. The next one is ability to stand out from the rest. Stand out from the rest. What does it mean? Stand out from the rest. Many are there in the class. Just imagine classroom situation. 60 students, if you have 60 students in a class, only a few people will stand out of the rest. Means only a few people, they have the ability to communicate their ideas effectively with the faculty. Only those people can answer the question clearly in an organizing manner. That's why those students, they are standing out of the rest. Did you understand? Here also I have given another picture where in this picture we could see 5 people. Only one person was focused. Only one person was focused because he stood out of the rest. So here, when one thinks of speaking skills, one tends to count the speaking skills, common skills. Think again. The ability to stand before others and speak effectively is not an ordinary ability. I accept. We should accept that. It's not so easy thing. But even though we can acquire that, many people are deadly afraid of public speaking. Yes, definitely they'll not come forward to speak with others. They're afraid of standing before the podium, on the stage. Definitely they'll not come forward. Others have a little ability to form thoughts into sentences and then deliver those words in a believable way. In a believable way. Only those few sentences. So, ability to stand out of the rest is a crucial thing, but it's not a difficult thing. If you hone that skill, see, you can stand out of them. Stand out from rest. You could represent yourself. You can prove yourself as a good speaker, as a person who has good abilities, who can stand out from the rest. Understood? Yes. Let's go for the other one. Career enhancement. Yes, speaking skills are very important for career success. If you want success in your career, you must have a very good speaking skills, but certainly not limited to one's own personal aspirations. Speaking skills can enhance one's personal life, thereby bringing out well-rounded growth we should all seek. What are the profession that you have chosen, whether it's a teaching field or software field or anything, to enhance yourself, like in your career, speaking skills are very important. You have to represent yourself like excellently in front of your boss to get success in your career. Very important point this is. And the next point. So in this way, these 3 points are the points where you see which brings effectiveness in your speech. What are they? Once again, let us go back. First one is ability to inform, persuade and direct. Second point is ability to stand from the rest. Third one is career enhancement. If you get all the skills, speaking skills, then you can get success in your career. And then you can prove yourself. You can stand the best out of the rest. Okay. Then now let us move on to verbal and non-verbal communication. Very important this is also. What is verbal communication? What is non-verbal communication? Communication skills are influenced by the culture we have, where we are socialized in. They're strongly affected by the person's values, attitudes, everything. Every person communicates verbally and non-verbal. Just nodding off your head speaks a lot. Your gesture with your hand speaks. A smile also speaks sometimes. So in this way, These are this in this way we can speak. So effectiveness of when we go for verbal and non-verbal communication, effectiveness of verbal communication that depends on tone of the speaker, the voice of the speaker, vocal clarity, clarity in your speech, the pitch that you have, clarity in voice, audibility, we can say that. Speed, fluency, we can say that. Instead of speed, we can go with the word fluency. And then body language. And the most important thing is quality of words that we use during conversation. This is what we say verbal communication. And what is non-verbal communication? These includes gestures, facial expressions. If you are in sad mood, sad face, happy mood, happy expression. Convincing expression also we can keep. So, gestures, facial expressions, and body position, how you are sitting, how you are standing, every movement of your body position speaks a lot. Closed posture, open posture, we can say that. So, collectively, all these things together we call body language only. As well, unspoken understanding and pre-assumptions and cultural and environmental conditions that may affect any encounter between people. Means we have all these things, the culture stands, environmental conditions. So all these things also will speak. So this is what we call verbal and non-verbal communication. See, verbally we can communicate, and through non-verbal also, means non-verbal cues also, we can speak with the people effectively. And then what is body language? Body language means nothing but conscious and unconscious movements or postures by which attitude and other things are communicated. Consciously, unconsciously, we can speak to others. So here, there are several different categories of body movements that include in these. 3 categories that I have divided. One is gestures, postures, and facial expression. 3 categories I would like to discuss now. One is gestures. The second one is posture, the way that you sit or stand, and facial expressions also. So follow this next slide also, very good explanation and examples also have given. The first one is gestures. It means a movement of body part, especially with hand or head, to express an idea or meaning. So this is what we call gesture, movement with the body parts like head, hands, even with a leg movements, we can speak. So if you divide these gestures are divided into 4 categories once again. 4 types of gestures that we have. One is emblems. The second one is illustrators. The third one is regulators. Fourth one is adopters. Do you know what are these? Have you ever heard of these words? Yes, these are 4 types of gestures that we have. Gestures means just like what so far we have discussed, body language, nodding of your head, all these things. Means these categories, deeply if we discuss, so these are the types, 4 types we have. Emblems, illustrators, regulators, and adopters. Let's move on to the first category of gesture. First one is emblem. See, in the picture I have given so many hand movements, emblems that I have given. Usually these, while sending WhatsApp images also, this type of things that we send under non-verbal communication. Gestures have, they serve the same function as words are called emblems. For example, sometimes we say that, yes, done. So instead of saying that, yes, your work has completed, we just show the emblem, done. Then we just show our hand, come here, come here. Hand movement that will show. Hand movement will show. So this also which comes under emblem only. If you want to give respect, we'll send the emblem of like joining both the hands like this. This also which comes under emblem. However, while these emblems are internationally recognized, yes, emblems are internationally recognized, and even others they may need like interpreted in their cultural context also. As according to our culture, we take a few emblems so that we could understand. If we send so and so emblem, like if we show a finger like this, we may understand in one way. The people, those who have other culture, other state people, they might have other explanation for that. So these emblems are recognized even internationally also. Okay, so emblem plays very important role in body language. Then the next one is illustrators. What is meant by illustrator? Illustrator is also which comes under like a part of emblem only, but bit different. So here, sometimes along with the words, we show our hand movements, which we call illustrator. For example, if we start narrating a story, to a group of people sitting together. Let us take suppose one started narrating the story. So while in the process of narrating story, they just along with the words, he or she keep on illustrating, means showing hand gestures also, which comes under illustrators. So these gestures means illustrators which accompany words of illustration, illustration of a verbal message, which known as illustrators. For example, we can say that common circular or hand movement which accompanies with the phrase over and over. If you want to say over and over hand movement, we can show illustrator. And along with nodding of our head like this, we will show. That says okay, over, which we call illustrators. So this verbal and non-verbal communication also it comes under. So illustrators also plays vital role in this process. And the next one is regulators. What are these regulators? What is regulator? So for effective feedback, we use regulators. When conversing with others, we use regulators. A few things which we call regulators. For example, say students in a class. Let us take students on because we are in the teaching field. So let us take students only while listening to the faculty in the class. According to their understanding, they nod their heads. And they give short sounds also. Now and then, if they don't understand, they start giving some sounds, so some sort of sounds, so that is that expresses some sort of boredom, lack of interest, which is oh, what is this? When she is going to complete her lecture. So in that way, to express that, students will show some sort of regulators, giving some sort of sounds out of their mouth. If they understand, they just successfully nod their heads. Means we people, we can understand who are the students. They understood our lecture, and the weak students, we can understand by their regulators. Not only this, even if we take seminars, public places, workshops, they're also experts when they start speaking, standing on the stage before the podium. When they start speaking, the speaker can analyze from the regulators shown by the audience whether they are following his speech or her speech or not. Whether his speech is interesting or whether he has some lagging in his speech or whether it's a boring one, everything that he can understand if he is a good speaker. If he is a good speaker. This is the importance of regulators in this process. Next, adopters. Very interesting thing this is. Everyone we have adopters. Do you know what is adopter? Adopter is nothing but a non-verbal behavior. Non-verbal behavior. It's not a verbal behavior. If I am not interested in anything, I need not tell them, no, it is boring. I cannot listen to you. And I want to go from this place. We need not tell verbally. Non-verbal behavior also we can. When we are in tension, tensed, we show some sort of adopters. Many people say they start biting their nails. They start biting their nails due to tension. Tensed people we call. Some people, they have adopters like if they have specs, like they just keep on removing and keeping their specs, glasses. All these are subconscious adopters. Normally, these are subconscious adopters. They are more likely to be restrained in public places than in the private world of their individuals, where they are less likely to be noticed. Adoptive behavior often accompany feelings of anxiety and hostility. These adopters usually, this sort of behavior, usually they express when they are anxious state, tensed state, hostile state. Then they use their adopters. I told you, these are subconscious things. Without their knowledge, see, like they start doing all this, biting their nails and setting their hair. Nowadays, many students or young people, they start setting their hairs, and then like keep on losing their glasses and keeping again replacing that. In this way, so many adopters that they have in order to come out of their feelings like anxiety, tension, hostility, whatever that they have. Okay, so adopters also, they have their own importance. Coming to the next point. So all these what we have discussed so far, they come under gestures. Now, coming to the posture. What is a posture? Posture can reflect emotion. Don't say that when you sit. The sitting position also speaks a lot. It reflects emotions, attitudes, intentions. Posture reflects all these things, your emotions, your attitudes, your intentions, everything. Even research also identified a wide range of postural signals, and their meaning also they have given. If they sit in this way, this is the meaning of it. If they crossed their legs while sitting in the chair, say, he has closed mind. So in this way, they have given meaning for different postural signals, such as they have divided these postures into two categories. One is open posture, the other one is closed posture. Among all other postures, these two are very important. Two forms of these postures have been identified, like what we discussed, open and closed, which may reflect individuals' degree of confidence, status, or receptivity to another person. So that shows how confident. If he has shown open posture or if he has shown closed posture, it tells how, like, the degree of confidence of the person who has shown that. Let us go further. See, in this picture I have shown a girl, a lady who was standing near the window, and she has closed arms. The person who is standing there, he has open arms. So here is someone seated in a closed posture might have his or her arms folded, legs also crossed, or be positions in a slight angle from the person with whom they are talking. We call them closed posture. Closed posture. I don't say that they are introverts, but I think they are like some sort of closed mind they have. They'll not reveal. Then open posture. In an open posture, we might expect to see someone directly facing to you with the hands apart on the arms of the chair. Sometimes they keep their hands on the arms of the chair. An open posture can also be used to communicate openness or interest in the someone's, and they are ready to listen. You can say that the people, those who are ready to listen, they'll show comfortness. Whereas the closed posture might imply discomfort or disinterest. Some sort of egocentrism also we can see if they have closed posture. And open posture is the symbol of acceptance. Acceptance. So, this is what we call postures. Now, the last one is facial expressions, which stands an important feature in the body language. So, facial expressions, see, very good picture that I have given. Small children, they have given say different types of facial expressions: anxiety, happiness, sadness. One boy is crying like anything. One boy is like showing expression of surprise and like anger, bitterness. So, and pleasant face also we could see. Along with the smileys I have given here, the facial expression of happy, sad, surprised, thinking, angry, confused state, embarrassed state, and sleepy state also have given here. So, these facial expressions are one form of non-verbal communication, definitely, that we have to accept. So, we can, these can indicate approval or happiness. Frown. A frown can signal disapproval or unhappiness. Frown face, we could see in the picture. In some cases, facial expressions may reveal our true feelings inside. Many people, they cannot hide their feelings. Some people, they can hide. Some people, they can excellently hide their feelings with a smile on their face, and internally, cruelly, they are like thinking in some other way. Might be we have different types of people in the society. So, facial expressions reveal our true feelings about a particular situation that we are facing at that situation. When you say that you are feeling fine, all right, you are very comfortable, the look on your face may tell people or otherwise. Means people they might read on your face itself, yeah, she's or he's comfortable with this environment. They can find by seeing their face itself, say, no, these people are not at all comfortable. Something is going wrong. So in this way, by seeing facial expressions, say, we can understand the inner feelings of the people. So this is also one of the very important feature. So guys, here see, in this session, see, we have learned many things. Thank you for being with me. All the best. Let's meet in the next session. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.